Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to listen in on a secret conversation, the one happening between your brain and your body every single time you feel stressed or, on the flip side, totally calm. Let's decode what they're actually saying to each other. So let's start with this, a really raw, powerful message coming straight from your own command center. And look, this isn't just a metaphor. It's genuinely how the brain feels that overwhelming flood of signals when anxiety hits. It feels like it's on fire and it's desperately trying to tell you something is really, really wrong. To really get a handle on this internal conversation, let's think about it like this. Your body, it's a finely tuned orchestra. Every organ, every muscle, every gland is a musician, right? And who's holding the baton, setting the tempo for the whole show? Yep, that's your brain. Okay, so what happens when that conductor spots a threat? And it could be a real threat or just one it's imagining. Well, an alarm bell goes off, but it's not just a quiet little ring. It triggers this lightning-fast chain reaction that puts the entire orchestra on high alert. And this is where it all kicks off. The brain, convinced you're in danger, doesn't just send a gentle little note. No way. It blasts emergency signals down all your neural pathways and basically slams the big red panic button, flooding your whole system with stress hormones to get you ready for a fight. So who gets that first frantic call? The adrenal glands. And what's so interesting here is their role. They don't think, they don't decide, they just act. They're like the percussion section of the orchestra. And the second the conductor cues danger, bam! They respond with a huge crash of adrenaline. That shot of adrenaline, it hits your heart like a jolt of lightning. It doesn't just speed up, it starts to sprint, literally hammering blood through your body with incredible force. It's getting you ready to run away from a tiger, even if that tiger is just a stressful email sitting in your inbox. And while your heart is racing, your lungs are just trying to keep up. Your breathing gets all shallow and quick, almost like it's stuttering. The crazy part is, this frantic pace actually starves your body of the deep, full breaths it needs, which, you guessed it, just makes that feeling of panic even worse. And finally, your muscles get the memo. Their job is to get ready for a physical hit, so they clench up, they get super tight, they lock into place. You know how your shoulders creep up towards your ears without you even realizing it? That's your body, braced for an impact that, in these moments of anxiety, never actually shows up. Now, this whole domino effect can feel completely out of control, right? Like you're on a runaway train. But here is the single most important thing to get from all of this. You are not just a passenger. You actually have the power to step in and consciously change the music that your conductor, your brain, is playing. So, that leads us to the big question. We know the brain starts the panic, but is this just a one-way street? Can the orchestra actually talk back to the conductor? Can your body send a message upstream that tells the brain, hey, stand down, be still? The answer is a huge, resounding yes. And the secret is something called a biological feedback loop. This is so cool because it shows us that the communication between your brain and body isn't a monologue, it's a dialogue. It's a two-way street. This means your physical state isn't just a result of your emotions, it is a powerful tool you can use to change them. How you breathe, how you hold your body, all of that is information flowing right back to your brain, and it has the power to change everything. All right, so let's get into how you can actually use this feedback loop to your advantage. We're going to use the body's own language to literally rewrite the internal symphony, turning all that chaotic noise into a peaceful, beautiful harmony. And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. Just look at that contrast. By stepping into that feedback loop, you can shift every single one of these systems. The brain's fire softens down to a glow. The heart stops sprinting and starts gliding. The lungs stutter turns into a smooth flow. And the muscles, they finally let go. So where do you start? With the single most powerful tool you have right now, your breath. Your lungs have a direct line to the brain. By consciously slowing your breathing down, that simple in, hold, and out rhythm, you're sending the clearest possible signal that you are safe. You're telling the conductor, hey, the tiger's gone. And as soon as the brain gets that all-clear signal from the lungs, it immediately sends out new instructions. It tells the heart, okay, you can stand down now. And that frantic hammering is replaced by the smooth, gliding rhythm. Just like it says, calm thoughts really do make calm pulses. Okay, so you are the composer of your own internal state. So let's look at the practical tools you can use to write that symphony of calm. Here's your toolkit. Every one of these 5 actions is a direct command you can give to your nervous system. That rhythmic breathing, that's your number one safety signal. Muscular release, that's how you break that brace for impact posture. Gentle movement soothes the brain. Reassurance is you literally talking to yourself and confirming you're okay. And sleep, oh man, never underestimate sleep. It's the ultimate reset button for the whole orchestra. So if there's one thing to really let sink in, it's this. Your physical actions are never just neutral. Every slow breath you take, every time you unclench your jaw or let your shoulders drop, that's a quiet whisper of we're safe that you're sending directly to your brain. You are in constant communication, whether you realize it or not. And that really leaves us with this one final thought. Your body isn't just an instrument playing a song, it's also the audience. It is always listening to the messages you send, both with your thoughts and with your physical actions. You're an active part of this conversation. So the only question left is, what are you going to tell it next?